Welcome one and all to Geek Boulevard. Steve here to bring you my review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which is in theaters now. I've finally seen the film, stewed over for a bit, and I'm here to give you my full and final verdict. Is it a sequel that lives up to or even surpasses the original film? Let's dive into that warp pipe and find out. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is directed by Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic. It is rated PG with a runtime of 1 hour and 38 minutes. Having thwarted Bowser's previous plot to marry Princess Peach, Mario and Luigi now face a fresh threat in Bowser Jr., who is determined to liberate his father from captivity and restore the family legacy. Alongside companions new and old, the brothers travel across the stars to stop the young heir's crusade. Now, just to warn you, there will be spoilers coming up later in this video, so for now, this review will be spoiler-free up to that point. I'll be sure to give you a disclaimer when we get to those spoilers, but I've also taken the liberty of adding timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip the spoiler section, you want to go into this movie as blind as possible, not knowing anything, you by all means can do that. Or if you're not a stickler for spoilers, stick around. I'd love to have you. Like I always do, I'm going to start off with the good about this sequel. The first good thing I will say is that the amount of fan service that is in this is abundant. There is a lot of characters that I did not expect to be in here, even more so than in the first one, which makes sense to a degree, as you know, sequels tend to always go bigger, and this one is obviously no exception. You'd probably have to see this movie at least 2 or 3 times to try to catch every, character, Easter eggs, any sort of reference. You would literally have to see this movie multiple times to try to catch everything. It's impossible to get it all in one sitting. There were a lot of moments where I was smiling because of like a certain music cue from like a certain level that was shown in the movie, or an action that Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi did. Nintendo wouldn't have it any other way. So of course, the attention to detail for the franchise as a whole was more than present. So if you're looking for plenty of those moments that make you go, you're gonna walk out of the theater a very happy person. I also really just love the animation overall. Like, it is beautiful to just see these characters going to different planets in the galaxy where there's so much red and green and blue and yellow. Like, it's one of the reasons why I love the game so much, because of how vibrant and colorful the levels and the worlds are. I don't really care that much for the Minions movies, I'm being honest with you, but when it comes to Illumination doing the Mario movies, I think they are just second to none with this, and I can't really see any other studio tackling it the way that they do. But of course, this film has some issues with it, so let's get into where I think this movie falters a bit. Firstly, the story. The plot is really just almost non-existent. I mean, there is a goal to achieve, and that is, rescuing Princess Rosalina, who's voiced by Brie Larson, from Bowser Jr., but that's really it. Like, there's not much in the way of story, which I was really disappointed by, because there was so much of that character growth with Mario and Luigi in the first film that, they're looking for a purpose, that they're trying to prove themselves, that, they can take on any challenge, And with this film, there wasn't any of that. And that was a major issue for me, that Mario and Luigi, they didn't really get a lot of things to do outside of like that goal of rescuing Rosalina. They kind of take a back seat in this movie as central characters, which was just really underwhelming when the movie is called the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And like, they're honestly the least important characters. I would say the character in this movie that probably had, or characters that had the most growth, would be Bowser and Bowser Jr. Maybe a little bit of Princess Peach as well, but that's really it. I don't really have much to say about Rosalina because like, she's not in the movie that much, and there's really not much to her character, because she's basically just a damsel in distress that needs rescuing, which is, unfortunate. It just makes her kind of a one-dimensional character. If a sequel is made, I would like for her to, have more to do and to have some more growth and depth as a character. Now, even though I adore the amount of fan service in this, it didn't really do much else to elevate the story or advance it in any unique kind of way. It just seems to me that Nintendo is more focused with introducing new characters rather than evolving the ones that came before. Sure, we got a Yoshi tease at the end of the first movie, and Yoshi's fun. There's really not much to say there. He does do Yoshi things, and it's really cool to have him added to this roster of characters, but it didn't really do anything to change the story of it. It's just, okay, here's Yoshi now. As much as I love Yoshi, he's just kind of there, and there's really no other reason for him being there, which I thought was kind of odd. This is the best way that I can describe it. This movie is the Iron Man 2 of the Nintendo Cinematic Universe. And for those that don't know what I'm talking about, when Iron Man 2 came out, it was mostly just a setup movie to tease the Avengers down the line. That's pretty much all that movie was. And that's exactly what this movie is. This movie is definitely teasing a Super Smash Bros. Movie, hands down. It just feels like they're really rushing to get to that Super Smash movie as quickly as possible. There is a character in this that features in the second half who is part of another popular Nintendo franchise that is a prime example of what Nintendo's plans are for the future. And that is going to be your spoiler warnings. I will be talking about this character and the after credit scenes that play once the credits roll. So if you don't want these surprises ruined for you, I'd advise skipping this part of the review and going to my final score. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to stick around. Nintendo had announced right before the movie came out that Fox McCloud from Star Fox, who is voiced by Glenn Powell, was going to feature in this movie as a supporting character. And I imagine it was to get more tickets out of people. Personally, I feel this should have been saved for the movie, as I feel like it would have been a really cool surprise. He was in the movie for more than I thought he would be. Now, he does feature in the mid-credit scene where his ship gets fixed and he's off to go back to his home planet, which is Nintendo basically saying, yeah, we're gonna make a Star Fox movie at some point. Then we get a post-credit scene that gives our first look at Daisy, which was kind of cool. So it looks like we'll be seeing her in the future as well. Again, this all seems like it's leading up to a Super Smash Brothers movie, but it's just a shame that they sacrificed a lot of like story for just pure fan service. Overall, I'm going to give the Super Mario Galaxy movie a score of 3 out of 5. A visually beautiful love letter to a franchise giant with loads of fan service, but is also a quite shallow and paper-thin sequel that sacrifices story and character growth with that same fan service to set up future films sure to come. But those are my thoughts. Now I want to know what you guys thought of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Have you seen it yet? Did you enjoy it more than I did, or do you feel the same as I do? Let me know down in the comments below. What characters would you want to see in a Super Smash Bros. Movie? I'd love to know your thoughts. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to Geek Boulevard if you're new to the channel. Tick that notification bell so you can always be notified when my next movie review or trailer reaction drops on the channel. And I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, I have been a little slow in terms of uploading videos. I've been feeling the unfortunate burnout, as it were. So I'm gonna take a little step back from uploading videos just for a little while. I will not be gone forever, obviously. This is a see you later, not a goodbye. So be sure to stay tuned to Geek Boulevard because more videos will be coming down the line. Don't you worry, just gonna regroup and get my brain back to neutral. I really appreciate you guys for sticking around and staying subscribed to the channel. It really, really means a lot to me. I want to get back to enjoying what I'm talking about, and that is movies. So I will definitely get back to you guys very, very soon. But until that time comes, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to stay classy, stay geeky, and I'll catch you in the next video.